a little trial to test out this Hololens. I've got a 3D model that I built a couple of years ago. It's sort of some sewers under the streets in London. So hopefully this is all recording. You can see that I'm in a open area. Just come over here, just somewhere quiet, just to do a bit of testing. So let's load this up and then we'll see how it goes. So first of all, it's just loading the 3D model, and I have to use my hand to air tap to place the model, and the model all comes out quite small when you first load it, and you can see it just in front of me here. So what I can do is make that model bigger and just bring it right up as large as I can get it. Okay, and you've reached the limit to the scale. Do you want to jump to street view? No, I don't want to jump to street view just yet. What I want to do is I just want to have a little walk around this model and just show you the kind of detail that I put into the 3D model when I built it. Okay, so this was Spurt Street up in London. So although you can't see it, but up around this area here there was some buildings, and this sewer came down. There's an entry point there. You can see you go down the stairs. It's called a side entry, and then you end up inside the sewer, and it run all the way along underneath these buildings. And then here was the foreshore of the River Thames, and this is called a tide flex valve. Okay, so opens and closes when the water comes in and out of the Thames. I think the idea is for the tidal water to stop pushing up the sewer. So yeah, as you can see, pretty impressive. Obviously the more detail you put into these models, the better visuals you'll get. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into a street view. So if I navigate and I'll go to street view, okay, and then I can use my air tap and I can enter into the model. Let's see what happens. So I'll click there. Right, here we go. So that's brought up the model, just placed it, and I can walk around. What I want to do is I want to get on top of the manhole. So this is actually to scale. So I want to try and get this a little bit closer. So if I put out my hand, I believe that I can fly. So here we go. A little man comes up in front of me, and I'm flying. Yeah, so I'm going to just get this a little bit closer. Okay. So the conditions that I'm doing this in at the moment are, it's very overcast, which I think is really helping the visuals. I'll have a little look up around so you can see. But the actual view inside the Hololens is very good. I'm quite impressed with that, being that we're out in daylight. So what I've done, I want to get myself onto the manhole. I think that is, hold on, let's move. Right, okay, that's it, that's sync now. So literally I've got the manhole and it's on the floor, right, where it would be on site. So that's good. And now I can walk around. Imagine if I'd done a confined space entry on this, so I actually went down inside this tunnel. So I walked here and then walked along. You can see I went down the stairs. So it's really interesting, because what I want to see is I want to take this up to Spurtex Street, and I want to actually align it to site to see what it actually looks like. out there, because I've been down in the confined space. I know it really well, so I can really tell how well aligned this will be out on site. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. As you can see, I'm walking above the tunnel. It gives you the feeling of depth. So from the ground level to the top of the side entry tunnel, it really does give you the sense of depth. The headset itself, the hard out, is reasonably comfortable. I find when I'm looking down, I have to hold the Hololens with my hands to get a really decent view. You can see that I'm literally right above this tunnel here. It's pretty awesome. I'm very impressed by this. I've got a good use for this. I don't construct, but all of the people that I work with, they do, and I've been quite excited to show this to them to help them visualise these tunnels and underground pipes on site. I think it's got a use. I think there's a lot of training going to be needed just to get used to using the Hololens, but hopefully you can see in this video how impressive it is. All of the information that I've collected in the topographical part of the survey, you can see all of them. Hopefully you can see that, what I'm looking at right now. So I've got ID 94, which is SH spot height, and then a level of 6.655. You can see the road lines, the curb line that I collected when I was out on site. Oh, I modelled in a street light there, so you can see the street light. There's a white object here. Oh yeah, I remember what that was. That was a wall. So I modelled in a wall. You can see the cycle lane, and then all of the road lines. What's this over here? I'm gonna have a walk over here. It's a storm manhole entrance. There's a washout and a fire hydrant. There's the wall. And I look back again. Okay, yeah. It even brings up the text on the actual model itself, the tunnel that I've modelled in. All of this was modelled from point cloud data from inside the actual tunnel. So 2.24 brick barrel sewer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and air tap and then go down inside this tunnel. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it's below me still, so I need to get down lower. I may have to fly. Let's see if I can fly into the tunnel. It's quite trying to get this thing to fly. Oh, here we go. Right, so yeah, here we go. So I'm flying down. Right, okay. So this has put me in a tunnel. I know that because this pink was the water level that I'd done. It's hard for you to see that, but well, you can see the path of the tunnel if I look back the other way. Yeah, but I can't actually see the walls of the tunnel. But if I come out, I'm guessing, yeah, there you go. So when I come out, you can see the walls of the tunnel. Yeah, that's really impressive. Right the way through to Scowl and come back in it. What's that along there? Let's see if I can fly along here. Fly. I don't quite work out how you fly. Let's try and tap there. Okay, I'm stuck here at the moment, trying to get this thing to fly. There must be a certain way that you do it. I can't quite work out. I think it's because this cursor for the street view is, oh, here we go. Right, so let's get along here. I'm kind of bending down now, and we go through. I don't know if I can look up inside. not really. Once you're inside, you're kind of better off coming out of it, and then out of the tunnel, and then you can look better. Yep. Okay. So let's try and fly down the other end, because there's a point of interest down the other end which was quite interesting. Just to show you the detail, I've got to try and work out how to fly again down there. Oh look, there's a side entry. So there's the steps. God, it's almost like I can walk up the steps. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's try and get this thing to fly again and get to the other end, or at least tap down there. Here we go. I'm gonna have to keep on tapping until I reach there, I think. It's going to take a bit of getting used to this technology. I'm not doing too bad so far, but I think it will improve in time. So this is what I wanted to show you down at this end. I need to try and get that raised up. Oh, yeah, so if I air tap onto what was the foreshore, hopefully that'll raise up. Can't get it to raise up. I'll make sure there's nothing behind me. Yeah, so okay, all right, I'm going to leave it as it is, and then you can see the detail in the model. I'll try and snap into there. It's quite hard to get into certain places. Oh, here we go. What's happening here? So I want this to raise up really in front of me, but at the moment I can't do that. So let's try navigate. Let's try and go to well, let's go back to a bird's eye view, see what happens there. Right, okay. So I'm back here, and let's get this model again. Air tap to make it large. Yep, okay. Oh, that's at full scale again now. So let's try and go back in and then navigate and then go to street view. And let's try and get that to where I am here. Okay. Is that any better? Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's still low. I want it to be higher, but anyway, for now it'll do. I think you get the idea. Just basically trying to show you everything I can while I'm out doing this trial. But anyway, I think that's going to sort of draw this to an end. I'm really impressed by this technology. I think the Hololens 2 augmented reality with 3D models on site is going to become very popular, and I'm going to do my best to help people use this type of technology. And a bit like virtual reality, I've been playing around with virtual reality for years now. And the VR has really moved forward in the last about a year. It's all about the technology of the headsets. They've just got better and better. So HoloLens 2 right now is excellent. I'll give it definitely a 9 out of 10 for what I've learnt with it so far. I think HoloLens 3 will be really interesting, and one of the things that would be on my wish list for that would be the field of view. The field of view in here is good, but as an improvement, a wider field of view would be brilliant. I'm sure they'll get it done. Anyway, yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope it's come out all right. If you've got any questions, you can contact me. yeah, my contact details are on my website or on my YouTube channel. So yeah, hope to hear from you. I'll get this all closed down. Go home. Okay.